Welcome to High Alchemist. I'm your host Chakra, and I'm here to talk to you about ayahuasca. Why is ayahuasca the greatest plant in the world? Like cannabis, for instance, we have it embedded, it enrooted in our being, in our brains. For instance, we have, and I'm going to do a video on this as well, but I just want to reiterate, just a little bit on why I think ayahuasca is the greatest plant known to mankind, basically. Because like cannabinoids, we have in our system an endocannabinoid system, right? In our brains, we have an endocannabinoid system, and ayahuasca is also deeply rooted, even deeper than the endocannabinoid system. For instance, when we have dreams, when we were first born, we had a glimpse, we had the spark, you know what I mean? Like, for instance, like, this has nothing to do with psychedelics or the brain per se, but when you're first born inside of the woman's body, you have to grow bones. So there's a certain, like, I think it's like a mini, like a nuclear bomb. Like, basically, like, you have to, like, create in the vacuum of space itself, like, bones, right, inside of your mom. So, like, imagine the um, mental power that takes, just the mental acumen of a human being, just miraculously, um, just infinitely possible, like, possibilities. Like, we are infinite possibilities. We are all knowing, we are consciousness itself, spirit, love. You know what I mean? I try to stay in the light. Excuse me. There we go. I try to stay in the light. Excuse moi. And I try not to stray away from that. Even if all types of energies are trying to stop me, through sneezing and whatnot. But even that, you have to, like, just constantly just get rid of, like, toxins. Like, when you sneeze, it's like getting rid of a toxin. So ayahuasca helps you to reach. I think it's I haven't done ayahuasca, so I can only just, like, prospect on just what it is to live through that experience. But they say, like, when you take it, like, it tastes like shit. It's like a drink. It's like two vines. It's the ayahuasca and then another vine that, when mixed to make this gorgeous, beautiful, amazing psychedelic drink, it allows you, because you can smoke DMT, is an active chemical in ayahuasca, right? Like, there's cannabis, and then there's CBD, and then there's THC, which is THC is the one that makes you high. But the DMT, you can smoke it, and it's like only like a 5 minute trip, but it's like a boom, like, you know what I mean? 1 minute you're here, the next minute you're, like, not here at all. And what I mean by that is, like, we have five senses, right? So everything that you see here, and it's always now. For instance, like, my now is all the way back here, right? I might be doing something in the same space. It's a different time in your now. I might be sleeping. I might be doing something. Like, I might be out and about. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing now in your now, but now in my now, which is always now. It's crazy. You know what I mean? It's just that space-time continuum. Um, that's what time it is now, and that's like the fractals. With the Buddha and the Mandelbrot set. It's just like the infinite ability of life. You know, I always say, I have a couple of like things I use to explain what's in my mind, like I can't explain, right? Type is the doors in Pac-Man. You know how you can go in through one door and then come out the other door, and then vice versa. Like that's like a black hole type. Like it's the world, and then it's like the black hole, like the simulation, right? Like everything's too perfect to be, you know, just random. So ayahuasca, they say, so when you drink it, it tastes like shit, right? And then I want to do it so bad. I've done a couple videos talking about it a little bit, but I was like, man, first of all, I haven't made a video on this channel in so long. It's been like 7 months, 8 months. So, you know, what's up, you guys? You know what I mean? Make sure to check out my other channels if you haven't done so already and whatnot. Show me some love over there. And yeah, man, I just thought I'd show you guys some love and talk about, you know, what in my heart, you know, needs to be talked about more, you know, which is ayahuasca, DMT, you know, any kind of psychedelic drug done so with, you know, respect and with, you know, balance and, you know, with moderation, you know, and with you know, all that good stuff, you know what I mean? Not to like, you know, because you can drink too much water, for instance, right? You know what I'm trying to say is like, and just die because you drowned. You know, drink too much water, you know, you drown. You know, there was this person on I don't know what show. It was like it's like a radio show. They're doing a competition where they were like, who can drink the most water, and like she won, but she didn't win at the end because she drowned herself. And it was just crazy because she literally drowned herself. Like it wasn't like she fell and like, or she was stuck somewhere. No, it was just like, damn. So it's like life is fragile, you know what I mean? And even water can kill you. So yeah. And talking about like how dangerous water is as opposed to like, for instance, marijuana. Like one can argue that water is more dangerous than marijuana because like other than like 1,300 pounds of marijuana falling straight on top of you, like yeah, that's they're both gonna kill you, right? 1,000 pounds, 1,300 pounds of water is gonna kill you equally as 1,300 pounds of marijuana, like you know, marijuana and water, like 1,300 pounds, like they're both gonna kill you if they fall on you and if you drink them, you know. Uh, I don't know how you drink, you know, marijuana, but it'd be in liquid form, right? So you know, you'd kind of like drown in that liquid. So, but if you smoke 1,300 pounds, you know, that's how much it takes to overdose. So it's almost literally impossible. Like you die from the carcinogens, like you'd put into your lungs, you'd input into your lungs, but the marijuana itself wouldn't kill you. It'd be like the sludge and the carcinogens and you know the cease of function, you know, of your lungs. You know what I mean? So, and I'm not saying like, you know, I don't know what you're taking from that, you know, but that's what I'm saying to you is that you know you can drink like it takes more marijuana for you to smoke more marijuana. Like it's almost near impossible to overdose on marijuana. Like you can over it's easier to overdose on water than it is to overdose on marijuana. Like more people die from coffee. You know what I mean? But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about ayahuasca because ayahuasca is another thing like marijuana. You know, but marijuana is like very mainstream now. It's very mainstream, but ayahuasca isn't. And this is why I'm talking to you about this. You know what I mean? If you haven't done so, check out the Peruvian stories, the Peruvian tales, and all the people, Brazil, and all that. Even in the United States, there's a bunch of them, like you know, close by even sometimes. But you know, I'm not you know that very sociable into these groups and whatnot. So it's like not right now. Actually, I don't even have the time and money, which is sad to go out and do something like that. But maybe, hopefully, God willing, and I appreciate you guys, you know, directly, you know, all you beautiful souls, you know, everyone that you know watches my videos now, in the future, you know, in all times. You know, I appreciate you guys because maybe the help that you guys provide, you know, for my channels would enable me to actually become a full-time YouTuber and pursue um, all the psychedelic endeavors, really, like that I've been wanting to do. Like I have so many ideas, like with like a whole bunch of things, like from businesses to psychedelic things, like, you know, I've been taking ayahuasca in the Amazon rainforests, and visiting all the chakras in the world. I'm close to one, and I got to make a vlog in the summertime. Right now it's a little too cold to go up to Mount Shasta. Mount Shasta over here in California is the root. Well, they said they switched the poles. I don't know what's going on, but I don't know whether it's the crown chakra now or still the root chakra, but supposedly it was root or it's now the crown. I don't know. Either way, root or crown, um, both energies might be the crown actually, because of the whole pole shifts that are currently going on right now. Kind of different energies too. Not that I've really noticed, but now that I'm paying more attention, you know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna lie, like I've been a little bit disconnected from, and not so much so, but like just from the world itself, and just from the news that you get from like just listening to the world. I've been kind of just doing my own thing, so I'm just like, you know what I mean, just kind of like going with my own flow and whatnot. And other currents do impact me, but only just to kind of like keep in my own, like, you know what I mean, just kind of like not stray away, and that's important too. And this is what I'm trying to tell you, is that like ayahuasca needs to be talked about more. One, like we need to talk about ayahuasca more. We need to talk about DMT, the dimethyltryptamine, um, elements in this world that can help us achieve a higher state of being. You know what I mean? A higher state of discerning what it is that you want to be discerned, in your mind. I really can't tell you anything because it'd be just a little bit more specific and might be even wrong, because I have a different world. That was my JBL speaker. I was listening to music earlier, but I have, my own world, and you have your own world. Just everyone has their own fight and whatnot. But ayahuasca and there's a lot of different means of a lot of different roads. It can be something as simple as going to school. You know how they say like, oh, you need to go to school. Open up those doors, and yeah, it's gonna get you more money. And you're kind of like, I always look at it like you're a workhorse for corporations, basically, because it's like you don't need any kind of degree. You don't need to go to school to create your own company, right? Which is weird, right? You don't need to create, you don't need anything to create your own company to be a boss, but you need a whole lot of stuff, right, to be under someone else's company, like in whatever field, right? Like if you go into communications, if you go into marketing, if you go into pharmaceuticals, like you need to work under someone else's company, right? In the pharmaceuticals and the marketing, and unless you want to do it your own, but that's neither here nor there. But ayahuasca can help you, um, and other things can, like marijuana, like even meditation. It doesn't need to be a drug. It doesn't need to be something that's like outside of you, you know, to input into yourself to help you like think differently. Like it can be a movie, it can be anything. It could be a song, it could be just you know what I mean, just like the perfect storm. But for me personally, and it wasn't even weed helped me a lot. And ayahuasca, I haven't done ayahuasca or DMT. I did salvia, I did a reaction on that, as you guys saw. But a couple different psychedelics, but just learning about all these different things, right? All this different shit, and just trying to like they say, put yourself into their shoes, like mentally, like live it, right? And it's a beautiful thing. And I hope I really think I will. 50%, 60%, you know what I mean? Pretty sure I'm gonna do ayahuasca in my lifetime. But I really hope it like really changes me, because in my mind, it's like, you get distracted by even the little things. Like you see something and you just want to pick it up and just like, and I don't know what that is. Like it just, you waste time and, I don't know what I'm trying to explain, but some of you might understand me. And, I'm always like, I just wanted to like, and it's not so much so now because it's like, just do what you love. And that's what I've like looked at, like other people that have done ayahuasca and like what they're doing after it. And it's like, they're just doing what they love. Like, they're just emanating their, because we're creators, we're built from the creator, right? Like supposedly, like depends on what you're into and whatnot, but you're very spiritual. That's why you're here. So I don't know what else to say. I just wanted to like kind of like do a little podcast, do a little call this one an ayahuasca podcast. Kind of just talking about just the benefits of it. Just the in my eyes, like just the just opening your eyes. You know what I mean? Just like opening those doors. Like just learning something, doing what you love. And living healthier. Yeah. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. Deuce.